You've already mentioned it. You do have a background in talent acquisition and rewards. Do you want to talk a little bit about your career and just where all this maybe started?
So I went into English and sociology, and then you come out of university with an English degree and you read Chaucer for 4 years, and you're like, well, that's not really tangible. So I don't know what kind of job I can do when I've had, very classical training in English lit. And so I went to and got a degree in HR management at Sheridan. And I really just fell in love with the particular module about talent acquisition. And I think it really comes down to your personality. I describe myself as a little bit of an introverted extrovert. And so the extroverted component loves chatting and loves meeting people. But most importantly, I think I love people's stories. And you get to do that in talent acquisition. So I started off where most recruiters do, in a big recruitment agency, and have had this really wonderful career of spending almost 2 decades in helping people find jobs and careers. And I think that that is the most rewarding, lovely thing when I've had instances where people, and I'm going to cry now, have told me that they were 2 weeks out of not being able to pay bills and mortgages, and you've helped them find a job. And I think one of the most rewarding things in having spent years in startups and enterprises is really coming down to, I mean, I'm not curing cancer, but there's instances where you really are changing people's lives. I've seen the recruiters that have worked for me grow. They're like my children. I've seen them grow into wonderful careers and go on to become managers. I've seen people who continue to be friends to this day that I've hired in one place and keep contact. But talent acquisition is highly rewarding. There's a grind. It's very busy and fast paced, especially in tech, and especially in the nuttiness of recruiting in tech in the last year. But yeah, I really just started off there and fell in love with supporting and helping